At my wife's funeral, her brother turned to me and said, "I'm sorry." I corrected him. "Thanks, but it's supposed to be, I'm sorry for your loss." He was Japanese, so I assumed it was just a language error. But that's when Hikaru, her older brother, put his hand on my shoulder, looked me dead in the eye and said, "No, I'm sorry." Something about the way his eyes were filled with a mixture of guilt and pity told me that he was apologizing because it was his fault, but it didn't make sense. My wife had taken her own life. No note, no warning, just gone. I paid extra for detectives to go through her phone, to flip through her diary and check for clues hidden in the way she wrote, but they found nothing. It was like she just woke up one day and decided she didn't want to be alive anymore. But now, with Hikaru saying sorry, it made me feel like he knew something I didn't. That night, at around 11 p.m., there was a knock on the door. It was my wife's brother, Hikaru, standing there holding my wife's old laptop. His hands were shaking, and he wouldn't look me in the eyes, just like at the funeral. "You need to read the messages on this laptop," he said, shoving a laptop into my hands. Before I could ask anything else, he was already walking back to his car. "Wait, what did you just hand me?" I called out, but he just drove away into the darkness. I sat on my couch and opened the laptop. The screen was already on, showing a telegram chat between my wife and Hikaru. My heart was pounding as I scrolled to the very beginning, 8 months ago. The first message made my blood run cold. Hikaru had written in Japanese, "Okasan ga gan ni natta. Mom has cancer. Magetsu yon sendoru iranai to haha ga shinu. Okane kasegu hohu ga iru. We need a way to make money. The doctor says she needs $4,000 every month or she dies." My wife replied in Japanese, "My husband, me, just lost his job. I can't ask him for this." But how did earning extra money cause my wife's sewer slide? None of it made sense yet. So I kept reading, my hands trembling with fear of what I was about to find out. Hikaru's next message. "I found a way to make money. We can sell fake designer bags online. I know someone who supplies fake bags in China, and we can sell them for 4 times the price." My wife, "That's illegal. We could get in trouble." Hikaru, "Mom will literally die without treatment. We need $4,000 every month. Do you want to let her die?" The messages showed that they started the scam business together. My wife made $2,000 a month selling fake bags, and after 5 months of success, they didn't need the money anymore. Their mom was in remission from cancer. But Hikaru kept pushing. "Mo ikagetsu dake da yo. Ii chushi na no ni yamenai hoga ii. Just one more month. We shouldn't stop a good thing." My wife agreed to 1 more month, and that's when everything fell apart, because one of the customers figured out they were scammed. As revenge, they found my wife's real Facebook profile, her workplace, everything. The customer was ready to publicize all her private information. My wife was terrified. She begged Hikaru for help, but he couldn't do anything. She spent that week spiraling about what would happen to her if the customer actually leaked. She'd convinced herself I would divorce her if I found out what she did. Her last message to Hikaru was, "Gomen ne, mo shinju koto ni shita. Kore ga ichiban ii. I'm sorry, but I'm going to end my life. It's the best thing to do." I sat there staring at the screen, and suddenly everything made sense. Her brother had pushed her into this. He'd guilted her about their mother dying. He'd convinced her to keep going when she wanted to stop. And now she was dead, because she couldn't face telling me the truth about her scam business. I wasted no time in grabbing my keys. I knew I had to confront Hikaru. I drove straight to Hikaru's apartment, and his door was unlocked. I pushed it open and called out his name. "Hikaru, we need to talk." The apartment was dead silent. I walked into his bedroom and found him no longer breathing, lying on the floor. There was a note on his chest, written in both Japanese and English. "I unalived my sister for money. I couldn't live with what I did. Sewer slide never ends the pain. It just passes it on to someone else."